What's going on, guys and girls? Rob here, and another sports sanctioning body has tanked it out. I mean, they have no explanations. They have no way to come back with, well, this is and this is. No. It's flat out making them look like crap. This has gone past the trash dump stage. This is past that. Okay? This is well past being a trash dump sanctioning body now. And we'll get all into it. But let me preface by saying I don't have a dog in the fight. But I put myself in the position of these players. Okay? First off, let's talk about Jon Rahm. Okay, Jon Rahm was contacted by the PGA Tour yesterday morning. They have instant test or a 5-minute test, whatever it is. Gets tested. They come back to him a little after 10, and they tell him he is tested positive for COVID. Now, am I totally an idiot here for thinking? Once the PGA Tour, what's up, Philip? Once the PGA Tour sees a positive test, a positive COVID test, shouldn't they set that player to the side and go to talk to him and say, look, that's it for you. You can't play anymore. Okay? We're going to give you a second test, maybe noon. What's up, Sean? Oh, LeBron took off. LeBron's in Italy. He's going to play Italy for the next month. But Jon Rahm gets tested. They come back and tell him it's positive. Come back and tell him it's a positive test. Now, suppose you were playing in the same group with Jon Rahm. Suppose you were playing in the same group with Jon Rahm. He tested positive for COVID. How would you feel? Okay. That's the first question of the day. Would you be upset? Would you not be upset? I mean, we see what COVID can do. Would you be upset with the PGA if you went out and were told to go out and play with this player, whether you knew about it or not? I mean, can you imagine if you didn't find out about it until after the round? So, can you imagine? That would be crazy. But let's just say, for giggles, the other player knew about it. How would you feel being told by the PGA Tour, all right, you're going out and tee off? I'd be upset. Then this is a kicker, right? This is a kicker. They gave him a second test about noon. They knew before he teed off. They knew before he teed off yesterday. He was positive. He was going to have to withdraw. Okay? The PGA Tour knew it before the round started, that he was going to have to withdraw. Now you tell me, if you were Jon Rahm, right? And they knew all along that your ass was gone. You ain't getting a paycheck this week. You're withdrawn. You're considered a withdrawal. Would you not want to know about it rather than sit out in that heat, 90 plus degrees, for 4.5 to 5 hours, right? Testing your brain, playing golf. Yeah, I realize golf, not the hardest sport in the world, but what if he'd have got hurt? What if he'd have gotten hurt? Slipped up and failed somewhere on that course And the PGA already knew he couldn't play the rest of the weekend. That's a lawsuit. That is a lawsuit right there. Can you imagine if that would have happened? To me, the PGA Tour here looks so terrible on so many fronts. Number one, they're talking about us being safe. So let's 6 feet distance and all this. They know a player has COVID. That should be it for them right there. They should send them home. Okay, that should be it. John, go to a room to yourself. We'll bring another doctor in. We'll give you a second test. I don't have a problem with that. Send him out by himself and let him finish the tournament. No way, Dave. No way. Because I'll tell you why. Dave. They have kept fans away for over a year. Think about that. They won't let you ride a golf cart. If you're hurt, you can't ride a golf cart. You can't if you break a club in the middle of a round, you can't get a replacement unless it is a manufacturer wear. But if you break it in half or something, yeah, you can't. Because can you imagine how many of the guys out there would want to play by themselves? Be able to talk to their caddy, so many things it would be. My thinking is this. He knew about this between 9 and 10 o'clock yesterday morning. That it was one positive test. They gave him another test. They let him eat something, as the way I understand it. They let him eat something and drink something. And a little after, between 11 and 11:30, they gave him a second test. And before he teed off, they knew it was positive. They knew he was getting disqualified. The people in the CBS tower were told not to tell. They knew before he ended his round that he was getting disqualified. Who's the last? It was probably players in the clubhouse that knew, okay, well, we don't have to worry about Rahm anymore. Let's worry about the rest of them. And then Rahm comes off of the golf course, probably feeling pretty good about himself, probably figuring, well, they would have come out here and at least said something to me had they known that a second test come up positive. They would have come out and pulled me off the golf course. I know they would have done it. And they do it right on national television, telling, sorry, John, you have been found tested positive, a second COVID test. We will take you now. We've got a bus to escort you out of here to your plane. We've packed your stuff. They had his shit packed. They had his stuff packed from his room. I don't know whether his caddy did it or what. Before the round, his stuff was packed, ready to go. Can you imagine? He would have walked off one of these greens on some, let's say a little bit, somebody dropped a beer. A little bit of grass is wet, and he slips up and falls and breaks something. He's got a lawsuit right there against the PGA Tour, probably for $100 million. Because he shouldn't be even out there. He shouldn't have even been out there. And you know how many people get hurt playing. Look at all the injuries that happen in golf when they hurt their back, hurt their arms, hit a root. Anything can happen. And the PGA Tour let him continue. Now, to me, I would be pissed. Now, if I was playing beside of him, I would be pissed. Because you've been telling everybody to practice this, safe this, and safe that, and safe this. He didn't wear a mask. He was not out there wearing a mask yesterday. He was not wearing a mask. And they've been preaching this to us for a year. So obviously he hadn't been inoculated. He hadn't had the shot. obviously. And then what was the first word out of his mouth? Not again. So we don't know if he's had COVID before. Can you imagine? We know one man that has passed away that was on his channel that had COVID twice. Last November, he passed away and he had COVID a second time. We know it can happen. Well, they can tell us all the bullshit they want to. We know firsthand. We know firsthand that people can get it a second time. Well, that may not be. He could still get it with his. Yeah, and that's the thing. You can still. We don't know that if you got inoculated, you still couldn't get it. That's right. We don't know. It would be nice if he came out and told people whether he had the shot or not, but he probably won't. But can you imagine, had he got hurt yesterday on that course, can you imagine he slipped and fell? Anything could have happened. Slipped and fallen. The PGA Tour right now they would be so far in the ground, they wouldn't know what to do with themselves. They are already looking bad. Because that had to be just for TV. It had to be just for TV. Like I say, the CBS crew knew off of the 16th green he had COVID. And they were told not to say a word. The field reporter was told he had, not the field reporter, the ones in the booth. The field reporter didn't know it. The ones on the course didn't know about it. But the ones in the booth, in the tower and all that, they knew about it. They knew he had COVID. And that's why they never, after a round like that, they generally go right straight to the tower and go to Faldo and talk to them and be like, wow, what a round. No. He walked, because this was not the final round, folks. At the end of the last round, you always see him go hug his wife, girlfriend, kids, all that. This was the third round. He's walking off the green. You're wondering, okay, all right, yeah, you shake hands and all like that, but this is not the money day. And then all of a sudden, CBS, in their wondrous glory, right, had already set it up. We will have our camera right here. All right, let's have him come this way. And you notice he comes walking around right that way. They led him that way. John, we got some bad news for you. You will not be playing the rest of the weekend. Now, let me ask you people this. You tell me yes or no. If you already knew ahead of time that you tested positive for COVID, right? And there was a good chance you wouldn't be there on Sunday. Don't you think that's probably a little less stress on you as far as, well, I'm probably not going to be here tomorrow anyway. I'm just hitting the ball anywhere. Now, I'm just asking. Like, you probably already know the odds of you playing there Sunday is not good. Would that play a factor, do you think, in some of these pins that are in the corners and stuff like that he's like, what the hell? What have I got to lose? I may as well try to shoot around in my life. I'm just asking you because I play golf, and I would think it plays a part in it. I mean, I've been behind two holes with 5 to go and had to shoot at the flag because I didn't have a choice. So what would the PGA have gained by letting him play the third round, knowing they would not let him play the final round? I don't know. Was it all staged for that last little bit? I mean, you got 1 million views right now on people on them telling him what happened. But has our country fallen to that deep to where we have to take advantage of one person's misfortunes in order to make a buck? I mean, I know the PGA Tour is not too good for that. But explain to me They knew at noon. They knew before he teed off. He took a test yesterday morning at 9 o'clock. At 9:30, they knew it. They had one of those quick tests or whatever it is that's not like 93% accurate. He tested positive. They went and told him, go drink some water, go eat you a small meal. Come back, we'll retest you. They retested him about 11:30 yesterday. Noon. A little after noon, they knew he had a positive test. He teed off, what, 1:30, 2:30? 2 hours that the PGA Tour knew that he wasn't playing on Sunday. Because obviously, think about it. There's no way they could test him. They gave him 2 tests yesterday morning. Let me ask any of you. Think about it. They got him when he first came to the course, roughly 10 o'clock. And they told him very quickly he'd tested positive. So it wasn't a 4-hour test. I know that. So they had already told him in the morning time he tested positive. Then he took another test. So it was a second test within that 24 hours. It was right there a couple hours later. Just wondering if the second test was one that would take longer to get the results. I don't know, but think about the timing. Think about this. Knowing that CBS knew it at the 16th hole, the PGA Tour knew it by the 9th. You tell me what you want to. They're sitting in a room discussing. Can you imagine? All right, what are we going to do, guys? He's out there on the 9th tee right now. What are we going to do? Are we going to break it up? Well, let's just wait till he comes in. It had to be something like that. If they're sitting there on the 18th green, ready to tell him, they knew ahead of time. The tower knew and were told not to say something at 16. So how far early in the round? I don't know. But I think they knew before he teed off. I really do. I think they knew. Now, this was another one of those 93% tests, right? Maybe they should have gave him one of those others that takes, I don't know, I think it's 8 hours. Maybe they should have done that. But they knew when they're greeting you off the green, something's not right. You know the paperwork's there. You're disqualified. Bye. You've shot your 60-some shots. You've been out in the heat for 4 hours, 5 hours. Plus, you did your practice round. To me, something is up. You can't time it. You can't time it that good. You can't time it that good. To me, this is what should have happened. As soon as the PGA Tour knew, okay, did it come up? It come up positive? Okay. Who's with the ROM group right now? He's on his second. He's on his second shot at 8. All right. After he finishes out on 8, tell him to pull him to the side and tell him he has been disqualified. Why wouldn't you do that? I do agree with you. As soon as they found out, they should have pulled him. If it was before the round at the 8th, the 9th hole or 6th, yes, wherever. As soon as they knew it, they should have pulled him, right? The PGA Tour has won a year and not had a full crowd because they are practicing social distances. Now, he also was found, like I say, we know before the round he tested positive. Why didn't they make him wear a mask? Now, I understand there's doctors here and there that say they don't help, they do help, they do help, they don't help. There's still places everywhere you go now that if you go in a store, we request or we require a mask. It may not help. I don't know. But I don't think it hurts. So why wouldn't they have at least said, look, John, you tested positive right here on your first on the tee off. When you go out there in the crowd, we prefer that you would wear a mask. That's what I would have said. If all it is for looks, even just to show that the PGA Tour is thinking about the crowd, because half of the crowd wears a mask out there amongst themselves. I'm just saying the PGA Tour kept it shut, said nothing. And that's what makes them look so criminal here. It makes them look so bad. What's up, Walrus? See, that's where I have a problem with the PGA Tour. They as soon as they came on, here we are here, and Muirfield Village, and we got a big story. We got a big story that just come up this morning. Nick, would you like to tell everybody? Well, we found out this morning that John Rahm tested positive for, and they could have done that. Come right straight out, been fourth, coming with everybody. He tested positive. We don't know the results of his second test yet, and we are due to find that out before the day's end. What would that have hurt? What would that have hurt? Because think about it. At least then you're not sliding the public away. You got people betting. You still got people throwing bets in Vegas on him. Think about that. Think about that. Could that play a part in it? Vegas bets, Vegas gambling, you're not getting that money back if you put it on Rahm, even if he gets DQ'd. You don't get that money back. Just like if you bet on that horse at the Kentucky Derby that won after the other horse got disqualified. You don't get any money. Now, how crooked is that shit? Did Vegas have a part in this? They could have. I mean, you think about it. Who else has anything to gain from it? The PGA Tour looks bad. Yeah, Red Sox have been playing good. I actually went and seen the Single Way Club a couple weeks ago. It's a great day to be a sock. Yeah, I went to the Single Way. And then they got a craft beer place right up the street. So yeah, but I went up there and seen the Single Way team. They playing pretty good. Salem Red Sox. Yeah, they're right here, kind of in Southwest Virginia, in the valley. Go Sox, yeah. Red Sox are 2-0 against the Yankees so far, and they're in the process of trying to sweep the Yankees. Yeah, the Red Sox are trying to. I don't know where they're coming from with this. I really don't. Their pitching is just crazy good. Verdugo, is he not the player that sparks his team? My gosh, man. If they ever had a Rays uniform on, it looks like they are good players. Rays and the A's can go out and pay nothing for players and have some of the best. He is a fun player to watch. Roger Federer withdraws from the French Open. Oh, okay. But the Rays, for not paying anybody that much, they are a tough ball club. And they play in a dump. And the A's play in a dump. That's what the hardest part is. If Tampa had a beautiful stadium, nice grass field, child-friendly where they could have pools or whatever in the outfield and all that type of stuff, Tampa could be an awesome place to want to play. But they got that dump of a stadium. Most people say it's the worst stadium in baseball. If not, Oakland is. And I don't know where in the hell Oakland Coliseum, where they're going to put a new one at. They're even talking about relocating Oakland. They may even move to Nashville before it's over with. I would hate to see that. I realize Oakland is in a bad area right there, San Francisco, Oakland area, but still, they've had a team for a good many years. Tampa, if they relocate, probably, a lot of people say Montreal. I doubt that. I think it'll still be Nashville. if it happens. What is the announcement of this week's trash dump of the week? We can do it today. We can do it right now. Trash dump of the week. Let's what we got? 49. Next 3 minutes in our next 4 minutes. If you would like to put up who you think should be the trash dump of the week, PGA Tour, definitely they can be put up there. How many people thought Devin Booker's yapping when LeBron got beat, right? He wouldn't shut up. He couldn't shut up. Some people don't know how to. A lot of people don't know how to lose, but to win and keep running your mouth and keep running your mouth. And I am not an advocator for LeBron. LeBron walked off and didn't even shake anybody's hand. But Devin Booker had to come up there and start running his mouth. NHL suspension department. These people are crazy. They're nuts. I just don't understand half of what the NHL's got going on. And it's crazy, some of the stuff that they got going on. LeBron gave up the last 2 minutes of the last two games of that series. Yeah, he really didn't play a lot because Anthony Davis was hurt. And that shows me that LeBron can't do it by himself. He can't be the one lone big name player and do it. He just can't. LeBron's going to the Nets next season. Maybe the Magic. Good in there, him and Mickey Mouse. Point guards. Connection's not great. There we go. I think we're better. Let's see if we're better. The connection there was just a little bad there for a minute. That is the difference between MJ, Kobe, compared to LeBron. Exactly. Kobe Bryant pitched in 81 one game. Kobe Bryant put 81 in a game. MJ scored, I think he scored 70 once. But MJ, he can make his own shot. LeBron could too. As long as you let fullbacks run through the middle of the run right through the middle of the paint, because that's all he does is just run over people and just lays the ball up. He can shoot the ball from three once in a while, but if you let him shoot out there all day long, you're gonna beat him. You're gonna beat him. And Phoenix did it. A lot of people love Phoenix now. A lot of people was like, let Phoenix win it all. Phoenix did what everybody in this world that is not a LeBron fan wanted to see. See his ass get kicked out. Bye. See you later. It's been nice knowing you. That's fine. Pretty funny. If you're not a LeBron fan. If you're a LeBron fan, you don't like it. If you're a Lakers fan, you probably don't like it. LeBron, please retire. He's not going anywhere anytime soon. Now he may leave the Lakers again. He's never stayed anywhere a long time. He's never stayed anywhere a long, long time. He's run from this place to this place to this place to this place to this place. Kobe played his entire career in LA. Mike, until the Bulls said no more. We got to cut the salary. He would have stayed in Chicago, but then he's going someplace the easiest title run. Yeah, he wants to. LeBron wants to go to Golden State with. If he went to Golden State, they would be odds-on favorites right then, because they get the best shooter. They got two great shooters, and Thompson will be back next year, and then got that heavy lumber underneath the kid from Michigan State. They're tough. They're going to be a lot tougher next year if they end up getting a good player to go with them. But if LeBron went there, they'd win 70 games probably, 65 to 70, easy. It'd be crazy. It would be nuts. LeBron is going to Washington Generals only to lose to the Harlem Globetrotters. Oh, man. Mowed my grass this morning. As you know, Darla's going out of town. She's still got another week. She's still another week out of here. Let's see what it looks like. I just want to look and see what it looks like myself. Could be better. Latest situation on Rodgers. Rodgers is not coming back to. He's not coming back to Green Bay. He is not coming back to Green Bay. You can count. You can count that. Just go ahead and put that in your pipe and smoke it, as they say. He's not coming back. Green Bay is standing firm right now. I really thought once June 1st come around, they may loosen the straps a little bit and say, okay, look, let's get a couple number ones for him. Let's get what we can get for him. Why wouldn't you? What in the hell is Green Bay thinking? And this is not a Green Bay hat. I'll let everybody know that's not a Green Bay hat. Why wouldn't you? He's 37 years old. He's won you one title. He wants to leave. Open the damn door for him and say, look, once we get what we're looking for, you're gone. Once we get what we're looking for, bye, adios. Get a couple. There's a dumb team out there. No, it's not a Grambling State hat. No, it's my little league. It's a little league baseball team. And it's a town right here close to where I live. Yeah. So it's you've got a dumb team out there. I don't care what team it is. There's one out there that's just dumbass. Because if you put a bidding war out there, there's going to be one team that overbids. It always is. And you just let it be known. Let the whole we're bring the president of the club right outside the stadium or inside the stadium. We cannot come to terms with Aaron Rodgers. So he's officially on the trade block right now, and we are going to try to have him traded by July 1st. That's opening up for 31 teams right there. 31 teams can go out and bid. And you're going to have one dumbass team. You're going to have one dumbass team that's going to go from two number ones and a number two, or two number ones and a number three. I don't think nobody will be stupid enough to give them three number ones. I don't think. I would hope not, but and then you just look at everything that's offered and take the best offer. I don't give a damn if it's Minnesota. I don't care if it's Chicago. I don't care if it's the Lions. Whoever. Is Coach K better than John Wooden? Coach K won with different talent. John Wooden won with the same guys. He won a lot. He won a lot of games with Alcindor. I would say Coach K is better. I'm a Duke guy, though. I would say yes, because he won with totally different people all the time. Great teams. I'm not saying anything. I'm not discounting, but he beat some team. He beat one team that was undefeated, right? UNLV. Yeah, I think plus he's won more championships. He's got what, five or six, five, I think. So yeah. How many did Wooden win? I hadn't heard about that. I heard Manning could go somewhere in the ACC. I did not. Did he have 11 championships? Okay. I didn't know he had that many. Arch Manning, he's going to get 30 scholarship offers. Who thinks Arch Manning is going to Clemson? No. No. Trust me. He's not going to Clemson. I don't think. Now, he may push all of the SEC to the side. He should go to Duke. Now, personally, I think Arch Manning will either go to Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi State, Tennessee. I think it'll be at Southeastern Conference. But I won't be surprised at all if he goes to Alabama. Lillard, there's 10 teams that want Lillard. Yep. I don't know. That's my opinion on Arch Manning. No, I don't think he'll go to ACC route. He won't get the all out publicity that he would at SEC. SEC game of the week, CBS. Alabama and Auburn, Alabama and Georgia, Alabama and South Carolina, Alabama and Tennessee, Alabama and Florida, Alabama and Ole Miss, Alabama and Texas A&M. Who should the Celtics' new coach be? Wow. That's going to be a good one because, like I say, I thought the Celtics' old coach, Stevens, could definitely go to Duke. I would have liked to seen him went to Duke. Wow. Man, oh man. I'm going to throw a name out there that probably won't happen, but maybe he's kind of worn his welcome out. Steve Kerr? I don't know. Hey, I know he's got championships in Golden State. Now, I don't know his situation, how he likes California. I thought he was an East Coast kid. And he played in Chicago. I don't know. I don't know who they need. I'll throw another name out that might even be the most popular person that they could get, Kevin Garnett. How about that? He has defended the emblem ever since he left. He defended Celtics emblem ever since he left. Why not Garnett? He knows the game. That's two names. I wouldn't mind seeing it all go to Boston. Paul Pierce, he's a little too rugged. I don't think that's who I would want. Jason Kidd the same way. I don't think so. Mike D'Antoni, he's got too much retread on him. He's been too many ways. What's up, Keith? I think I'd like to see Steve Kerr. Brian Scalabrine, no. I think I'd like to see Steve Kerr, but if not, then go the way of a former player, and that's the way I would go. Not Scalabrine though. Not Scalabrine. All right. Sanctioning body, we was jumping on PGA Tour. For allowing Jon Rahm to finish his round. And it's rumored that I think they knew when he teed off that he was getting disqualified. If they gave him two tests yesterday, yesterday, right? He wouldn't have arrived at the course before 10 o'clock, about 10:30, 10 off probably 2. Might not even got there that early, maybe 11:30 or 12. But the way I understand it, it was somewhere between 10 and 11 he took a test. And they came back within 30 minutes and said, you tested positive. That's a 93% accurate test. They told him, why don't you go drink you some water, relax, maybe eat a bite, come back in here, we'll give you another test. They did that before noon. He tees off, 2:30. Chances are they knew the results. The CBS tower knew on the 16th hole, and they were sworn to secrecy that they couldn't say nothing. The PGA Tour told CBS, or told the tower, I guess it's CBS, it might be an NBC, I think it's CBS. Exactly. So many things came into play. Think about this too. He knew ahead of time, before the round started, that he tested positive for COVID. Wouldn't that make you think, if you went out, it'd make him play different too? What if I got to, I might as well make a practice round out of this. I'm shooting for every flag. It makes you play different if you think you're not even playing for the money. And chances were, he thought he probably was going to get DQ'd. If you tested once positive, chances are it's going to be positive again. His problem was, he thought by them not coming pulling him off the golf course that he was playing for money. And then they pull him off right there. CBS camera, perfect. They had it set up. John, we regret to inform you that you have tested positive a second test for COVID, and you are officially withdrawn, or you are officially disqualified from this tournament. Oh, not again. He was awestruck. The timing of it was bullshit. The timing of it. Yeah, exactly. After a few holes, why wouldn't you think it if they're not coming to get you? No mask. You're not wearing a mask. They told all patrons are still wearing masks because we're in this COVID, we're in this coronavirus deal. We do ask you to, and they even have signs at some of the tournaments, please wear a mask. And this guy was told before the round started that he tested positive, and not one mention of a mask for him to wear it all day long. Something's fishy. And then, like you say, the other players. So, does anybody else have a bigger trash dump of the week this week than PGA Tour? Let's say LeBron walked off the court. I don't know. I don't know who you would think, who you guys, but the majority is saying the PGA Tour is our trash dump of the week. Yeah, he does get hurt a lot. He gets hurt an awful lot. He shook hands. Who, LeBron shook hands? No. Go back and look at that. LeBron did not shake hands after the game. So, who in here is going to vote You can vote for the PGA Tour, or you can have a write-in vote. PGA Tour, he gave Booker a signed jersey. Look, dude, all I know is after the game, he didn't come over and shake everybody else's hands. He did not do it. Alex Mathasoli. Yeah, that's what that's what Sean says now. But he didn't go from player to player shaking everybody's hands. I know that because I saw him walk while they were coming onto the floor. He was walking off. He might have shook one or two people's hands. Maybe the coach and the big star for the other team, but still, that's not the way to do. Alex says his vote to PGA Tour. If he should have shook hands on the court, and he even should have done an interview. Yeah, we tried. We left it on the court. Yeah, LeBron didn't care. Once Davis was out after 5 minutes, it was done. So if it's a PGA Tour as a trash dump of the week, put a number 1 up there. If you've got another write-in, put a 2, and then whoever you got is write-in, okay? So 1, simply a 1 is PGA Tour. PGA Tour is trash dump of the week if it's number 1. And if you do put a 2, put a write-in as to who you think should be instead. All right? We're going to vote for about a minute. And once it's like 7-0, if it gets to be 7-0, it's going to be a slaughter rule. We got 4 up there already. I'll vote that way too. So that's 5. And then if we do get 2 more, it's going to be uncatchable. 6. He got mad at the end of the game. Stopped playing defense. Oh yeah. He for the last 2 minutes of the game. It was 5-on-4. You know what? I don't know, Keith, and I don't even know if they were told or not. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if they were not even told about it prior to it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we're good. All right. The song everybody waits for. The way I understand it's 9th on the charts here in my county right now. And it's moving up. Okay? If they test positive today, they can't let them sit out there. They can't let them go. Plus, what would you say to the PGA Tour? Think about that if you were on a leaderboard. Exactly. And if they do you disqualify them? It's a little late then. So they go get a golf club up their ass. All right. Who is ready to hear these fabulous words? Who is ready to sing the song that everybody comes in here on Sunday to listen to? I mean, some people I have heard say it sounds like the voices of angels coming to my channel. I have not said that. I'm just going along, people. But there is a song that everybody wants to hear, and here we go.
400 years ago, my ancestors found in our town. You see the resemblance? Oh, garbage dump. Oh, garbage dump. Why you call a garbage dump? Oh, garbage dump. Oh, garbage dump. Why you call a garbage dump? You could feed the world with my garbage dump. You could feed the world with my garbage dump. You could feed the world with my garbage dump. That sums it up in one big lump.
This is my favorite part right here.
When you're living on the road and you think sometimes you're starving, get on off that trip, my friend. Just get them cans and start carving. Oh, garbage dump, my garbage dump. Why are you called my garbage dump? Garbage dump, my garbage dump. Why are you called my garbage dump?
I changed my mind. This is my favorite part.
And AMP. I don't care if the box boys are standing me. I don't even care who wins the war. I'll be in cans behind my favorite store. Garbage dump, oh, garbage dump. Why are you called a garbage dump? Garbage dump, oh, garbage dump. That sums it up in one big long. I claim all these garbage dumps in the name of the garbage pickers. Garbage pickers of America. Open it, smell.
Garbage dump, trash dump of the week, PGA Tour, for letting that happen the way it did. Yeah, we played it all the way through today, right there at the end. I know a lot of people asked for that last little part because if they're eating breakfast or something like that, it just helps the food digest so much better. A little bit of music to soothe the savage beast, so it makes your heartbeat go down. It makes your enzymes and all that shit inside you, like if you're eating cereal and stuff, it helps it work it up. Then you sip you a little bit of water at the end. How many people in your town watch your channel? Few, not a lot. We don't have much. It's not much of a town. It's not much of a town. No stoplights. 0 stoplights. Nearest stoplight's about 5 miles away. I've actually taken some people for taking my phone or my GoPro out and rode around, and yeah. So maybe I'll do that again. I'll tell you, it'd be great. It's when I get a guest here, we'll go riding. I'll drive, and maybe this person will go live on my channel while we're out, which will be cool. So if we're able to have a guest, if I have a guest stop by the house, that'd be cool. That'd be really cool. If Sean ever comes down here, I'll take him for a ride. What's the best trade destination for Julio Jones? Julio Jones probably is going to end up NFC North. I'm just taking a guess. Any of those 4 teams would be okay. Detroit. I don't think Detroit's going to be as bad as people think. I really don't. People saying, well, they're getting that kid Golf from L.A. Yeah, he went to the Super Bowl 2 years ago, dumbasses. Yeah, think about it. Think about it. Well, but the thing of it is, he had so much talent around him. I heard that when another guy was in New England. Anybody remember that shit? Right? All I ever heard when TB12 was in New England, well, he's got a lot of talent around him now. And then he leaves, and then he goes and wins a title. I think Jared Goff, now this is just my opinion, I think Jared Goff in Detroit will help Detroit become a better team than Matt Stafford going to L.A. Stafford's used to losing. Stafford's a 33-year-old loser. Think about it. he's not thinking about another 10-year contract. He's not thinking about another long-term deal somewhere. He doesn't have that many more years left. And you go put Stafford out there in that Rams uniform. I'm telling you, I think that could be a recipe for disaster out there. I don't like the Rams near as much with Stafford as I did with, but I wanted to see Stafford get some pieces in Detroit. I thought right there was a perfect place for him on a turf, but I just don't know. I will see. The Rams, they may surprise us and win 12 games this year. I don't think they will. I just don't think they will. The Lions, especially if Green Bay loses, and I think they will lose Aaron Rodgers, that's a wide open division. That's a wide open division. Immediately, people start saying, "Well, look at Minnesota. Look at Minnesota the last 5 years. Look at Minnesota the last 5 years. Mediocre at best. Mediocre at best. What makes us think with a guy 30-some years old and Kirk Cousins, they're going to get any damn better?" I have not heard whether Jerry Jones wants him or not. I have not heard. Chances are no, because they don't want to give up on number one. It's going to be somebody that's not the greatest team. It's not going to be Tampa. It's not going to be Dallas. I'll tell you a team you could go to, New England. Larry Harris. Pancake, sausage, bacon, home fries, scrambled eggs. All right. I had all that yesterday except the home fries and the pancakes. I didn't even have bacon. Steelers signed Justin Houston. Okay. But to me, the Central Division, the Bears may be the team that moves up. But I like your Lions too. I really do. I like your Lions this year. I think they got a hell of a chance. I really do. Uh-oh. There we go. And I was contacted by one of my friends. He said, I went and saw your video, and it was like the week of the PGA Championship. And he said, you actually picked Mickelson, or he was on your list. I said, yeah. I actually picked Mickelson. I had him on my list. Anytime you got 100 golfers out there, 150 golfers, and you go through it and skin it down to 12, and like I say, I like Mickelson from his start. He's hitting the ball straighter than he's ever hit it. He's just not, he still can hit it 350, 360. He's capable of doing that at 51 years, almost 51 now. He'll be 51 sometime this month. And look, if you don't think he can, there's no one he can win. His only problem and he's won the British before, but his only problem playing the British Open now is if it's real windy. But if not, most of the time, a lot of bunkers. That comes into that's his forte. Shit, he plays out of a bunker better than a lot of people play off the fairway. Why not like somebody who can play out of a bunker? And that's why I like him. We got to see the setup over for the British Open beforehand. But if it's relatively warm, and when I say that, I'm saying 50s, 60s, not in the 40s every day. Not in the 40s. It can't be that damn cold. If it is, he's probably not going to win. But it wouldn't hurt him if it stayed in the 60s. And wind does not bother him that much. The wind, he would rather play on a level, flat track and tough-ass greens. And that's exactly what he played on out there at Kiowa Island. Wind, tough greens, and had sand. He wasn't grounding his club, but he could ground his club if he wanted to. Who do you think wins tonight, Rob? The Clippers or the Mavericks? Who's the home team? The home team, I would give about a 58% chance of winning that game. I think the Clippers on the home team. Yeah, probably the Clippers. They got pressure on them now, though, that the Lakers are out. I still say they win. I wouldn't put a bundle on it. Don't put a bundle of money on that. Mavericks have been a decent road team this year. Bobby Dowellback is a stud. Yeah, he's playing well. He's playing well. Their pitching staff is what's really doing it for them. They got the kid that played for the Phillies for 4 years, 5 years. They got him as a number 3 starter, and he's what the hell is he? 6-1, 7-1. You can't explain that. You can't. Yeah, Pavetta. You can't explain that. In Philly, he was throwing at 96, 97. Now he's throwing at 98, 99, and 100. And he's winning. He's winning. Maybe that he doesn't have to bat anymore. I don't know. No, it wasn't a double play. It wasn't a double play, Keith. It was a play that they hit the ball and it hit Bogart's glove and it goes up in the air. The second baseman grabs it with his hand and throws it to first, and that's what happened. It was not even a double play. It was just nobody on base. And the ball went out and fell out of Bogart's glove, got in the second baseman's hand, and he threw it and still beat Judge to first. It was sick. Yeah, that was a sick play. Yeah. But they did win. They did win. Red Sox did. Temperature check everywhere in the world. Tell us. Current temperature.
It's 86 degrees in Hertford.
86. How about that? Feels like 92. 86 feels like 11:30 in the morning. 86. Well, I've already mowed my grass. I mowed my grass. Probably do a little cleanup around the house here today. 73, says Keith. That's nice there. Very nice. Of course, it is an hour earlier there. Only 10:27. But at 10:27 here, it was actually 79. Hobbyist, good morning. What's going on? We're checking temperatures everywhere you're at. Alex Mafasoli says 84. So far, we're still the hot spot. 86. Feels like 92. Keith says only a high of 82 there today, so it's not even going to get hot. Maybe that cold front will come through here. Maybe we'll get a little rain. We could use a little rain here. 83 degrees, northeastern Ohio right now. So that's pretty warm. That's pretty warm for Ohio right now. 74, Hobbyist says where he's at. So 86 has it. Darius is in the Vegas area. He's out around Henderson in that area. It could definitely be that hot, even at 8:30 in the morning. If you've ever been to Vegas, you guys know, even if you get up with the sunrise, it could be 85 degrees already. All you got to do is know you got to find places to rehydrate, find cabs, and find buildings. Yeah, that's the main thing in Vegas. You got to just stay hydrated because it is that's a crazy city. And then if you're going to sit there and drink a lot, you better stay inside. Here in Reno, 60. Oh, you're in Reno area. Okay. I actually want to go to Reno one time. I want to go up there. I want to go up there to Tahoe too. I'd like to go to Lake Tahoe. 67. That's not bad at all. But he is in a desert, so. Yeah, Lake Tahoe, man, that is just a beautiful place. I'd love to go out there and play golf on it, right there on Lake Tahoe too. I think it'd be fun. Be a lot of fun. This week's trash dump of the week is the PGA Tour for allowing John Rahm to go out and play 18 holes yesterday with COVID. And they knew mid-round, they knew before the end of the round, Wallace Barkley says it's 79 in Atlanta. It's still warmer here. We're in the mid-Atlantic. I'm north of you by 5 hours, but it's still hotter here. They knew about the positive test while he was on the course and didn't pull him off. They knew he was getting disqualified, didn't pull him off the course. A real trash dump move, a real trash move. Had he gotten hurt, and people, we don't want to think stuff like that, but had he gotten hurt, and then they come out and say, well, you got COVID, what happens then? Lawsuit, long as your damn arm. And I don't blame him. That's totally on the PGA Tour. And in fact, I think he deserves a paycheck this week. Maybe not a winner's paycheck, but he deserves something because he stayed out there through a third round. He made the cut. So withdrawing now, he may actually get money anyway. I'm not sure how that works. Something. They all get stipends now, but it's still not. Pakistan is 122 right now. Whoa, yeah. 122 degrees. Can you imagine? Thank you, but no thank you. Also want to thank well, let me get my thanks out because I don't know the name of the place. I received some free goods yesterday. I went out. I thought maybe they knew me, but they didn't even know me. And I took my mom with me. And we went to a yard sale, right? We went to a yard sale. And Greenview Church of God. Yeah, I think he gets the last pay spot too. I think you're right. Who wins the golf tournament now? I got to go back and look into names. I'll check it out in a minute. Greenview Church of God, I want to thank them. We stopped in about a little after 2 yesterday. A little about 3. And they were closing up shop as far as their yard sale went on. And they told me and my mom, there's a bag right there. Each of you get a bag, grab whatever you want that we have in the yard left, free. Not charge us anything. We walk back inside. We've got baked goods as well. Come on inside. So we're thinking, okay, let's go in there and buy some stuff. They come out with 2 big half quarts of strawberry ice cream. I gave one to my dad, gave one to mom, and my mom got one. And free folks. They mentioned pinto beans. Robert loves his pinto beans. You know that. They came out with 2 quart size, not half quart, full quart size. Take them, sir. Take them. So I've got that. Got me some of those strawberry candies because I was kind of coughing yesterday a little bit. Now, anytime if I got to keep water around now in the summertime, I'm learning. And I eat some candy. And Mom and them ate that ice cream all the way back home. And we got a bunch of stuff at the yard sale. Rob, you and Mrs. Rob should rent an RV and travel around the country. Yeah, what Southerner doesn't love pinto beans? Let me show. I haven't seen them yet. Let me show you, and you guys can give me a thumbs up or thumbs down whether you think they look good. I got them in the refrigerator. Man, it's a solid damn thing full of them, too. It is full. That's wild about Ron. Hey, exactly, Michael Peterson. You're exactly right. $1.5 million he will get. So you guys, I don't know who eats pinto beans in here, okay? If you don't eat pinto beans, you probably won't like the sight of this. But like I say, the church came up to me and said, we're getting rid of them. I'm like, oh, no, you're not getting rid of them. I gave him some money. I gave him a little bit of donation. That's a lot of liquid there. I gotta get mixed up. Where's my spoon at? Let's see what they look like. Oh, that's a lot. Let's see what we got here. Oh yeah. Oh, they cooked for a while. They didn't cook for a while. Pinto beans are good. Have you ever had them for breakfast? If you're from the South, you've probably had them for breakfast before. They sit inside all night long. I sit in the refrigerator all night long. Oh yeah, I eat them for breakfast. They don't bother me at all. Not at all. I'll go in there maybe in a few minutes. Maybe make me some cornbread. I think I'm gonna have to fix me some cornbread to go with that. And maybe invite Papa and Mom, Papa K, Papa Rob. See if he wants to come down. He's hanging in there, guys. A lot of people ask about him all the time. He's hanging in. He's hanging in. Still walking around. The army of zombies has entered Virginia. But one of my brothers won't eat pinto beans. Yeah, one of my brothers will not eat them. No lunch or dinner. I like pizza for breakfast. I eat too much pizza. I got to lay off of it. I got to start walking more. Drinking more water now. Trying to. I should eat the pinto beans without any bread. That's what I should do. But man, oh man, cornbread is so good. Order Rob some pizza. No. Rob does not need pizza. No, I like cornbread. Who else out there is cornbread eater? And I made chili this week. I got some in the freezer. I made so damn much I had to put some in the freezer. So I ate them earlier in the week. So I've been on a bean frenzy this week. Maybe that explains why I hadn't been online so much. Not really. But oh me. I drink carbonate. I like cornbread with no corn in it. Yeah, I don't like corn in my corn. I don't like that Mexican cornbread either. No, I don't like that Mexican cornbread. No, I don't like corn in it. You got who in here heard my joke the other day when I went about me going to the bank? Who didn't? If you didn't hear it, I'll tell you about me going to the bank the other day. Nobody wants to hear it. No, I can't. Everybody goes quiet. If we go quiet, we don't have to listen to Rob's joke. All right. So I went to the bank. Went to the bank the other day. All right. Went to the bank. I walk in there wearing my mask. Right. As soon as I wear my mask in there, guy says, "Pull it down." Pushes me to the side. Closes the door to the bank and locks the door. Took the mask off, sir. All right. Took my mask off. Throw it to the side. All right, lady. Take your mask off. All right. He grabs this woman. Grabs about a hair, puts a knife to her neck. Ma'am, I want all your money. All right. She grabs a purse and hands it out there to him. Said something about, ma'am, what's your name? She says, Adelaide. And he says, oh my gosh. And he turns around, hands her a pocketbook. My grandma's name was Adelaide. He unlocks the door, opens the door, and lets her go. Locks the door back. He looks at me, grabs me by my hair, puts a knife to my neck. He said, what's your name? I said, my name's Rob, but they call me Adelaide. Oh, me. Oh, me. How about that one? Oh man. Yeah, my pinto beans, I'm gonna have to fix them up a little bit. Bum, 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 bum. Keith said boo. See, Michael Peterson liked it. Michael Peterson liked it, right? Keith says no, he didn't like it. Oh me. So, we're gonna try to start. I'm gonna try if I can work it out with my compadre, Alan, to maybe start doing some of this Ryder Cup in the next day or two. Yep. Yeah, please do like us. We got 4. I got 4 likes so far. 7 folks in here. 4 likes. So if we can match 7 to 7, that would be pretty cool. But we got 4 likes, so it's not bad. Yeah, I'm gonna see if we can start our Ryder Cup up. He and his associate captain or assistant captain, Paul Govier, me and my assistant captain, Keith White, we will go against each other and see on inside. Now we have 5 thumbs ups. See if we can see who wins the Ryder Cup. Trash Dump of the Week has been done already. We played the full 3 minutes of the song. Michael Peterson, you're going to have to rewind it. It is 8th. It came out number 8 on my county-wide top 100 this week. Garbage Dump. And it's going to go to number 1. It's going to number 1. I have people that come to my channel solely for Trash Dump of the Week. Why? Because they want a song they can be in touch with. And that's the thing. Do you think that the president is going to be on the NFL roster for the rest of your day? That the president is going to be on the NFL roster? I don't know what you mean by that. Do you think that the president is going to be on the NFL roster for the rest of your day? Somebody help me out with that. I don't know what he's talking about. I'm trying to figure it out. You double check and read what you wrote, Alex. Do you think that the president is going to be on the NFL roster for the rest of your day? I don't know nothing about the Yeah, James Harden. A lot of people said James Harden can't stay healthy now. I've actually got a James Harden jersey from the Rockets on my eBay channel. I don't know anything about the president. I'll be the first to admit I can't tell you anything about Biden at all. Okay? Good, bad, indifferent. I can't tell you anything. Because, and this is just me, if you can't stand in front of a camera as good as I can, and I'm not a pro. I'm not a pro at this shit, but I've been doing videos. I've got 1,000 of them. And I can stand right here and talk to you guys. But when a camera goes on his face, I'm thinking about something. I'm not sitting there watching that shit. I don't care what you got to say. Rob, exclamation point, we're sending you $1 million. That might change my, but if it's going to take you 10 minutes to say it, I'm going to have somebody call me and say, look, guess what, Rob, you just won $1 million, because I'm not sitting there. It looks like, to me, it looks like drools will start going down his mouth. He looks sleepy, man. Thank you, that Darius. 12 million is on its way. It'll be by the time I'm 914 years old. Next big trade will happen, baseball wise. I still say Trevor Story is going to be a Yankee. I think Strasburg. The only reason Strasburg doesn't get traded is because he's not healthy. I actually think Scherzer's going to get traded. I think Scherzer's going to get traded. Where, I don't know, and how much, I don't know. But they're reloading. They have to reload. They've got to start. They're starting. They've got a good start with some of the guys they got, Sosa and the other guys, but they have got to get younger. They are way too old. Ryan Zimmerman, there's so many old guys on that team. They've got to get younger. And I think Strasburg's the way to – I mean, not Strasburg. I think Scherzer's the way to start. Will they trade within the division? Probably not. But we'll see. I don't think they're going to let it stop them if it's some players they like. I don't think the Nats right now would I don't think they would try to get Trevor Story. I don't think the Nats would try to get Chris Bryant. I don't think they're going to try to do that. I think right now they'd probably be more in the unloading mode. Let's get rid of Ryan Zimmerman. Let's get rid of Scherzer. Let's get rid of Strasburg. That's what I think they'll do. Unload some of these older guys that still have some value, And my nephew says Julio Jones, Tennessee. It wouldn't surprise me at all. Would not surprise me. I just don't. Oh, it just happened. Okay. Wouldn't surprise me. I just don't think he ends up in Dallas, New Orleans, Tampa, 49ers. Yep. That's what we got. We got two people, Alex and Michael, on top of it. So Julio Jones heading to Tennessee. Tennessee needs him. They've got a running game, but boy, oh boy, they have not had a passing game. And last year they weren't very – I mean, their defense wasn't very effective, so they could use some defense too. So you guys have a great, great rest of your day. I have got a lot to eat. Got some pinto beans here. I don't know exactly what we're going to do. And like I say, I'm going to try to get together with my friend Alan and see if maybe we can start it this week. The Ryder Cup, the first match. Goes around, comes around. John Rahm, Justin Rose against Dustin Johnson, Chez Reavie. Let me look at the leaderboard. Somebody was asking who I think is going to win this golf tournament today. PGA leaderboard this week. The Memorial Jacks tournament. We got 6 thumbs up now. That's great. Did I see Schauffele's name on there? He may be beat. He may be tough to beat. Morikawa's on it. Leaderboard. Cantlay. Wow. Scheffler. Homer. I'm going with Patrick Cantlay. Morikawa's got some holes in his game right now. It's shown lately. Grace is 3 shots back. If he was up there, is about an hour and a half from where I live. Oh, Memorial. That's right there. Isn't that in Dublin, Ohio? I think it's Dublin, Ohio. Not too far from Columbus, I think. Guys. I've been wrong before, but I want to say it's Dublin, Ohio. Is that correct? I think it's Dublin anyway. So It's not far out from where Ohio State plays. I think it's close to Ohio State University. Yeah, Dublin. Yeah. So it would be an easier trek for you too, Larry, to go there. I think, yeah, John Rahm 64. To me, that round should not even go down in history now because it shouldn't even count. He played great, but he knew there was a great chance he wasn't going to play Sunday. That changes everything. So to me, that should by being DQ'd, I don't think it goes down. I don't think it ends up going down as a 64. I don't think anyway. So go Red Sox. Show my shirt off one more time. Got this. It's a great day to be a Sox. Salem, Virginia. Went and got that at what does DeChambeau say next? DeChambeau went to the PGA Tour, whining and crying, saying, "You got to stop this. You got to stop this. You got to. It's time for the PGA Tour to step in." The fans have spoken. They can't stand DeChambeau, and they like Brooks Koepka. Okay, for whatever reason, maybe because he's got a hot girlfriend, maybe because DeChambeau comes across as an ass at times. I don't know. If I had to pick one to choose to root for, I would root for Koepka because I just don't like DeChambeau. It wouldn't be because I like Koepka that much. It was because I just don't like DeChambeau. I don't like his actions. I don't like the way he conducts himself. But he whines to the PGA Tour. Oh, they started saying Brooksy around me. Come on. Grow a set, dude. I want this guy, and this guy removed. And they did it. He actually pointed people out and had them removed from the golf course. And as soon as yesterday was over with, Brooks Koepka went to Twitter. And he's giving away prizes now. So, and you got to go back. You got to go watch it if you hadn't seen it. But Koepka's going. He's running with it. He loves it that the fans can't stand DeChambeau. DeChambeau is going. He's going to push. He's going to push the wrong buttons if he keeps it up, and he's going to alienate himself. He's a good player, but he's not a great player. He can hit the ball 400 yards, but that doesn't get the ball in the hole. He doesn't have that great a short game. If he did, why don't we have 10 majors, 8 majors, 6 majors, 4 majors? Brooks has got 4. DeChambeau is not as good a player right now as Koepka, but that could change. I'm not going to say it can't change, but right now he's not as good a player. Till I see you again, my name's Rob. Thanks so much for checking out my channel. Give me the big thumbs up. I got 6 of them right there, and the 7th one could be you. Have a great day. God bless. Talk to you soon, and be good. And my pick today to win, Patrick Cantlay. Bye-bye.